One of the YouTubers that I am just not a fan of is CrowbCat, the pseudo analysis channel featuring no commentary whatsoever because the guy doesn't have a voice. He just mashes clips together of either existing critique or E3 or things that have happened in the game industry. And I think on the surface, the videos are very technically impressive because, from a conventional standpoint, he's able to take clips that feel good together and put them together in rapid succession in a way that has a beginning, middle, and end. They build to that final conclusion in a way that, once again, on the surface, it feels satisfying, or at least it should. But I think one of the problems with these videos, one of the things that leaves them just not feeling gratifying to me, besides the fact that this is a clear structure that's been done time and time again, that sort of leaves you feeling like there's need for something more unconventional. Aside from that, uh, I think putting this stuff out there in video form about the topic of video games kind of misses the point of that format. Because in a movie, when you have a montage about the events of the film, and that montage is building up to a greater conclusion that the film thus far had also been building up to, all of that had been made by the people who had actually made the film. You know, all of that was set within their universe, the universe that henceforth they had been immersing you in. Um, and I think these videos don't work as well simply because they require prior knowledge, right? They require you to be a gamer, to be interested in the subject, and to know all of the different things that were going on and to be invested in the discourse. But if you aren't invested in the discourse, if you don't know what the discourse is, you turn on a CrowbCat video and you're like, what the hell is going on here? I don't understand. If you dropped aliens on Earth and showed them one of those videos, would it make any sense to them? Probably not. Not to say that it necessarily should, but you can understand how, for people who are not in that audience, who aren't necessarily completely and utterly gung ho about seeing a conventionally cathartic montage about the subject that they've been discussing for months, put into a video like that, into a montage like that, you can see how they wouldn't be thrilled about it. And that's me. You know, I vaguely know about the things happening in the games industry. I watch a couple channels that I think do a pretty good job at covering the subject, but at the end of the day, I am not so head over heels for the subject that I'm dying to have my feelings and the discourse that I participated in cathartically represented in a montage like that. I would rather see a sequence like that in a broader creative work like a film where they created the world, they immersed me in the world, they weaved a narrative beyond just the few minutes of that montage and brought me in that way, and then tugged on my heartstrings uh, in those moments. That's why I don't like CrowbCat. I feel like conventionally, the things that he's doing with the editing makes sense. It makes sense why it's good. But in this medium, YouTube, for these subjects, video games, the videos ultimately fall kind of flat. And when it comes to that subject, I want something a little more unconventional to be done. Hell, in media in general, I want something a little bit more unconventional to be done.